few months ago, and Shorty was telling me about a guy that he knows who happened to have deposited 200,000 rands into let me just say, a stranger's bank account. Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of the TMS podcast, and we're back live. We haven't been with you in such a long time. Welcome to yet another season of amazing conversations that we'll be having with you at quite a number of times. We're not really sure how many times we'll be dropping an episode every single month, but we're here. We're about to discuss some amazing topics and some great content that you should be sure to subscribe to, like, dislike, and comment on the comment section below. The boys are here. They'll introduce themselves.
I won't lie, it's Shorty, dog. Shorty's got wood.
It's Tato here.
Yeah, it's Nompi here.
Hype Man is in the background, and Tsepo is also manning the camera just there. So this week's episode, we're talking about a very interesting topic, right? I remember we were sitting about a few months ago, and Shorty was telling me about a guy that he knows who happened to have deposited 200,000 rands into let me just say, a stranger's bank account, right? Like, just to get her to, a stranger's bank account, just to get her to start talking to him. And there's been so much pressure that we're seeing on Twitter from girls that always have these expectations over guys. Go Betcha. So what we're talking about is Betcha in 2021. How do you navigate the world of Betcha if you're a guy? And as a lady that's watching right now, how much do you expect your boyfriend to do for you financially?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a very painful topic. I'm not ready yet, eh? I'm not ready.
Wait, let's start here. Do you guys, obviously, in fact, everybody's involved in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Whether it's marriage, you name it. But in your singledom, la Betcha or no?
Let me just tell you guys a story. You guys probably have heard this story. I've told you guys a couple of times where I tried to Betcha, and this is just to speak on my position, right? And I tried. I had to just qualify the fact that I try to Betcha. Yeah. So it speaks on my position surrounding this whole issue of Betcha. It also just depends on how much your lady is earning. Because the one time, a few years ago, I was dating some other lady.
Was it UJ?
Yeah, that was when I was still at UJ. And we used to
trying to swim in a big pool.
Yeah, and she was working and I was not working. I was still a university student. And
working as?
She was working in logistics somewhere. Yeah, now I think I'm giving it away. If she gets to watch this episode, I'm very sorry. But we got to a petrol station, garage in South Africa, you know? And
this is, disclaimer, 10 years back.
This is about 10 years ago. I'm still a 21-year-old kid.
IG.
Yeah, and $100 to me at that point is a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, when you are like 20 years old, $100 is a lot of money. So we get to the garage and I give her this $100. I'm like, yo, you can pour gas with this 100, you know? Like, because I'm just expecting us to just get home,
And
you know what I
from
mean?
Melville to flipping Northcliff Corner.
This is 2020 prices, 2021 prices though. $100 back in the day was quite a bit.
It was decent.
It was
to Northgate.
Yeah.
Just
So,
an extra block.
Yeah. As I was whipping out my clipper, she's like, nah, dog. Keep that 100. And she asked for the guy to fill up the tank. I was so touched at that very moment, and it's just been a very tricky thing for me because I may not know what my current woman actually wants from me when it comes to Betcha, or whether she'll appreciate 200, so I just stay away from it nowadays.
Let's unpack this a little bit more.
I think we got too far. Let's understand what are the parameters. Like,
how did you guys just get in, or was it a transport? Did you guys go out? How did this whole
I think you might be talking about even go step back from
all of that. That's a specific situation. Let's look at the idea of Betcha. In which situation is it a requirement? Because some people require it up front. These IG people, they make it's like a running joke that
Yeah.
or you're not getting
To say hi, let's start to slide into a DM for a response.
Yes.
You must say hi, come Betcha.
Yes.
Request account
Vulamlomo of sorts.
Vulamlomo.
Instagram.
That's where the
200,000 rand story
essentially
comes
comes from.
ways.
Yeah.
To be able to be entertained,
Yeah.
you need to say hello hi, but your hello hi needs to have an R in front of it.
So is that an outlier or is that the general?
It's an outlier on IG.
It has to be an outlier.
But the two clips or the actual Vulamlomo?
No, the 200K is an outlier.
Yeah, but
Vulamlomo is I say IG specific is norm.
Yeah, but is it something that's different from the times when we were growing up, when we're still in like our 20s or 60s? Because if you look at it this way, right, you may not have directly taken out money, but for you to get into a conversation, you may need to just take your girlfriend out, the person that you are pursuing out for dinner, for a picnic, for a hot air balloon that Tato said in previous episodes, last season's episode, right? So it may not have been direct, and maybe nowadays we need to start looking at it on some, you know what, let's just cut the nonsense, and the ladies are just on some, you know what, we know that you're gonna spend money, so let's just cut the nonsense and move straight into it.
Not spend it now. But now, what does that 200k entitle you to? Is
To
it
a chat.
Just to a chat.
Yeah, you can't say I want cheeks, buttocks,
But 200,000.
for clarity.
Wait, but 200,000 just to say hello.
Yeah, you have the
that's
means
the
to it.
price he added to it.
That's his flex.
Yeah, that was him. No one said give me 200,000.
And depending on your target audience,
I
you
think
might you might say I'm buying you a gig of data. Depending on who it is.
Yeah.
A gig of data might be like,
If
yeah.
I run that to a gig,
Yeah.
to 200k.
And I'm pretty sure that the ring's on short right now. What constitutes a Betcha in your situation, in your marriage, right? How do you get to a point and say, you know what, this weekend I'm trying to spoil my lady, I'll probably come through with a bunch of roses, or you know?
I won't lie, in my situation, I think girls just prefer cash. Cause here's the thing, dog. I know niggas who buy girls a Gucci bag, for example, right? But it's like, a lot of the time the girls are like, dog, a Gucci bag is like 50k.
Yeah.
Rather give me the 50k in cash.
Yeah,
but that's kind of crass, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that becomes very transactional.
But
Where it's like now you're arriving at the yard or the William with an envelope.
A joke recently, that video on social media where the guy's like, I've booked us a holiday. And she's like, nah, dog, give me the cash. So it comes down to that.
Yeah,
whereas
it's
cash is
contact,
transactional,
dog, yeah.
versus rather.
Cash is king.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But surely the person needs certain things. Like if you're buying someone a Gucci bag but doesn't have the basic stuff.
But that's what
it's
happens a
flame.
lot of the time, yeah.
But it's a flame. What am I going to do with the Gucci bag?
How many
When
girls-
I'm suffering, I don't even have onions in my fridge.
And you
But-
can't-
Yeah, but you can't
girls
post onions on
Gucci
IG.
bag. I can't make
With
gravy
no
sauce.
onions.
Some girls want a Gucci bag with no onions.
Yeah,
No
and,
way.
and that's just what it is. They can't go and post a bag of onions that you brought to a house. You know what I mean? They need to be able to post that screenshot of that e-wallet that came from
Fine.
Barnes and say, yo, this
Fine.
guy just decided to bless me with this
No,
much
because
money.
you must also remember, everybody is desperate for a piece of content. I.e., they need something that they can show for talkability, right? So an onion bag, I won't lie, or book brand is not being posted.
But that's
But the
practical.
other
They
Betcha
need-
of
they
that
need these
nature
things.
is
It works.
breakfast go Tajas or
That's
whatever the case is.
yeah, but that's
but
also
then-
lifestyle.
That serves as content.
But that also
content.
gives us lifestyle snaps. But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, as a human being, you have needs as a person. Now I come with a Gucci bag, but you're still seeing flames.
So it would be not lifestyle.
No, it's not. Who posts? When last did you see what we posted?
I'm asking
A
a
W.
question.
You know what I mean?
That was
They're
like this,
two
man.
small sausages.
That's an inside up.
With that red sauce, that red sauce.
Relish.
And that thing goes down, dog.
Yeah, but guys, we backed up a bit, right? And now let's just
Real estate.
let's actually just get into our own experiences surrounding Betcha. How do you guys navigate it in your personal relationship?
I won't lie. Look, sharing rack with a wife is not, for me, is not a match. We're together
Yeah,
now
I
in this.
So that's the thing, yeah.
But
It
wait,
depends on.
prior. So let's frame it slightly different. So when you are en route to marriage, right?
Barnes is reaching to a top cabinet for a file.
We need that file.
Give me,
I'm
bring.
asking. So I'm saying, when you're en route to marriage, right? You don't just start and say, yeah, I'm
For sure,
getting
for
married,
sure.
right? So you have to do certain things as a guy and be like, yo, I'm now doing X, Y, Z.
Okay.
So what were the things that you were doing via Betcha to
Okay.
get to that level?
Let me to not give a paragraph. At the end of the day, everybody has, as you say, needs, right? And everybody's
I feel
situation.
like we're in an EFF conference.
No. I'm setting the content. Everybody has different needs. Everybody's in different situations, right? So, for example, in my situation, let's say I meet my wife and she's in a situation and it's like, fuck, dog. There's a situation. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because that's probably another topic. But if she says, no, dog, I'm in a situation. I'm here with my son and I need to half the rent.
Yeah.
At that point in time, give him Betcha because I need to decide, if I want to carry on pursuing this chick, at the end of the day, you need to show your value as to why she needs to keep you around.
It's
right?
an investment.
100%. It's an investment, but it's not one that sees direct
high risk
ROI.
investment.
And it's very high. So I need to decide, do I enter and go batch at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Do I enter and say, fine, here's rent? But now the other question is, do you do rent for the month? Because you know the same situation is coming up next month.
Yeah.
It's not going away.
It's not going away.
Because clearly money's being managed badly
100%.
in that space.
100%.
So let's just take it to a story that we know as well. So let's say your wife, when you meet her, right, before you guys are married, because obviously now you guys are together, and she happens to need an automobile, i.e. a car.
Miss me.
What do you do
Ask-
in a situation
ask
like
Barnes
that?
and Paul, miss me with that. I'm gonna buy a car. Why am I buying an
You
automobile?
can afford the installments and she needs that right now. So is there a benchmark that you set for yourself for now?
But I don't think buying a car, right? And it just goes back to the chat, right? What does the person need at that particular point in time? Your situation highlighted a rent chat. If someone needs transport and they need a car to go to gigs and do events, you're gonna have to enter it
that's
and-
different.
and you're gonna have to enter
Look,
it
it's-
and contribute on
Look
that.
at it this way. Remember,
on that
there's those
income statement.
adverts that
I agree.
that make someone sour. But remember, there's target market issues. So if you're not in that bracket to be a target market, then you can't be patching with a vehicle.
Tell us more, man.
No, I'm just saying, if you're a guy who's harassing your way through life, fine. But you can't now take on a 5K installment as more batch
Per month.
Yeah, per month.
Yeah, but what if you have the ability to do it?
That's what I'm saying. There's target markets. Just like the Louis Vuitton, 52K might offend you. There are people who would glance at that and be like, oh, it's equivalent.
Because
to
for them it's 520
yeah,
rand.
you know what
Agreed,
I'm saying?
agreed.
So,
So-
if it's within your means, then maybe buying a car is not such a big deal. In fact, guy reka cash content.
Yes.
It
For
depends.
someone that you're not married to.
Yes,
Yes,
and it's not batching. It's the exact same thing as 200K being deposited.
That's what I'm trying to get to. So the 200K basically is saying, yo, dog, I've got more money.
I'm nice.
I'm so nice.
I'm
that
nice.
I'm just saying, hello, here's 200K.
Hold here.
Hold it. Whether you say yes or no, I'm not asking for the money back.
Like, that's how nice I am.
I'm so
I'm
nice.
Just, yeah.
I can just give it to anyone.
But okay, fine.
But you, I'm giving it to you.
Segue then. Do you feel like girls nowadays expect Hobechiwa?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
In what way, shape, or form? Because
I think it depends on the girl.
So
Remember,
my experiences, wait, before you enter, on my experiences, I generally try and find a middle ground. Sorry, dog. I generally try to find a middle ground between going over and beyond something that I'm not comfortable doing. So if I cannot repeat it over and over again,
Exactly.
I'm generally not going to feel comfortable to do something that is a Christmas gift type of thing, you know. So if I'm with someone, I will do things, dates, do the flowers, go out.
And when did you
cover.
learn this approach to life?
When did I?
Because I know more.
Fine.
Let us in.
No, I think it's a balancing act. So, like, for example, is life as a goon, as a guy, that you're trying to figure out how do I navigate it, right? So there's a house, there's a car, there's certain things, expenses that need to be covered, right? Then there's disposable, where you can say, okay, cool, I've got X, Y, Z, let me use this money for Betcha, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes that money may not be equivalent to someone else's equivalent of their disposable income, but I'm trying as well, I'm putting my best foot forward. So back then, I was always trying my best foot, but it was never at the level that I'm now at, which is a better off place, if that makes sense, if I'm answering a question.
So Betcha can be perishable.
No, I'm
Tin fish.
No, the thing is, for me, is like, do something that you're comfortable with doing. You don't want to wake up at night and you look at your, you're there on the credit bureau, now you're there and TransUnion, and they're like, hey, this guy's got bad debt, this, and this. And that's what happens with guys. We get into situations whereby it's way beyond our means, and we try to hobesha, and then you get to a situation
There's
whereby
a new meme.
now you're like that person who has no money, you can't even buy your own onions. Now you can't even post. Now you
Tell us
There's a
more
new
about this
meme,
meme.
the animated picture of the happy couple in one frame, and then there's
Yes.
that
Side.
ball that is dead or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chain.
Posting on the gram, and it's all good and well, but meanwhile back at home you're seeing flames, and like Bond says, you can't buy anything.
No, but I gotta.
Yeah, and my question is, yeah, and my question is, we seem to all agree that it may be going overboard, like sending Vulamlomo at 200 thou, right? Or some guys that go and send 100 flowers to someone that they just met last night. So at what point in a relationship do you guys feel that you would be comfortable enough for you guys to pay that rent, to buy that car if you have the means to buy that
I
car?
won't lie.
Is it something that you can do in like 5 minutes?
Sapo's got it.
I've got a bit of my 2 cents over here, gents.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, well and good that you're speaking about like what the girl wants and all that type of stuff, but like I feel like there's a small element that you're missing, which is self.
Yeah.
What do you want to go for? Like, what are you looking for? Are you like? It goes back to the whole 200k. If you're comfortable with doing all that kind of stuff, are you at a point in your life where what on that's fair? The one time and the journey is okay.
Yeah.
Or at your point where I'm building, I need a solid woman who can like see the vision. It's okay to drive a Polo for 3 years because the money we're saving is going to get us that mansion.
IG's destroying that whole thing.
Yeah, man. There's no such thing no more.
IG's destroying it, man.
They want quick fixes, quick solutions to problems. They don't want long-term. If you come with a long-term vision as a guy, you need to show.
They can't show the long-term vision on the gram
You can't.
tomorrow.
Show it to their friends.
Hey, but there's also an argument that we're talking.
Yeah,
It's a conversation.
if it's not content,
It doesn't apply.
it doesn't apply.
This is what I'm saying. So what kind of goal are you going for? Is the goal that you're going for not bothered?
Wait,
by
but wait,
Instagram
But
and all
wait,
that
let's go
type
back
of
to the original thing. So this person has put 200k to somebody else's account just to say hello.
They don't know them.
They don't know them from a bar soap. So in terms of their vision and whatever, they are showing tangibles now. They are beyond vision talks. They are saying this is what I'm about here and now.
And we can build upon that
foundation. So if you say hello back, there'll be more to come.
Yeah,
Because
but with that being said, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's here and now and so on and so forth. But how do you know it's the build? Let's build on top of that. If she hasn't even responded yet, this is why I go back to the point of what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a hello back, or are you looking for his 200k?
No,
Give me a chance to show you more.
You're just trying to get
You're looking-
Mulamlom.
you're
And some people may argue that we're sitting here and we're talking about how bad this 200,000 rand is of Betcha because we're broke. That is the argument, some of you guys. You guys are just broke.
Stop.
No,
I don't
Samuel,
agree
you
with
guys
that.
are just broke,
No,
man.
you
To someone with a lot of money, like you said, to someone with money to whip out 200,000, it's like you being able to make provision for that date that is 2,000 rands to take a woman that you are interested in, right? It's not much. But to someone see, they may think that hey, 2 hours too much. Me, I'll take this girl to KFC, for example. You know what I mean?
And it
So
could be
we're
romantic.
sitting here and we're discussing those people's pockets because we just don't have those pockets. That's an argument that someone may make out there.
Can I make an argument?
Yeah.
Is the whole courting process not more better from scratch?
It is more better from scratch.
From the
Scratch,
jump.
From the jump.
It is. It's just levels.
Yeah. So
Depending on
whether
the
you
girl
like it
you're
or
going
not,
for.
we'll go better.
So, for example, I'll give you an example.
But
Right?
on what level?
Yeah, but here's the thing. So what my wife always says is, if you meet a girl, regardless of
Wife
where-
alert.
if you meet a girl and she's drinking verve, no matter which way she got the verve,
Yeah.
you're at Altitude Beach and she's drinking verve. What are you gonna do now as a matter of, hey, here's a drink, what are you buying? Hunter's Dry.
You're buying shots, my man. Because
He's unveiling his formulas.
no, they're not mine. This is what I've seen on the streets. I
And
don't
she-
go out.
but okay, fine. So we assume you built enough rapport for her to not think, oh, dodgy shit, like you're spiking me, so you're buying shots. But you can't. Can we agree that you can't give her less than what she's drinking right there,
100%.
no matter how she got it?
100%.
It's not yours.
It's not yours.
It's not yours.
And it's not for you to comment
Yeah,
on. The fact that
it's
she's
not-
drinking it, you must
Nothing
manage
to
it.
do with you.
And we need to accept as guys that we do like to shoot for the stars when it comes to girls. And court-
Land on the moon.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
shoot for the stars.
Okay.
Shoot for the stars. So if there's a verb there by the star, you're gonna have to kind of take the package.
I never included the verb too.
Here's
Guys,
the-
you're going to
here's the
credit
question.
card.
Here's the question with the whole verb situation. Now, me, self, I don't drink, but I find her attractive. She's drinking verb.
You're buying a verve,
I've
dog.
never bought. Give my time.
My man, you're buying a verb, dog.
I'm not buying it though.
You have to buy
So what are you?
that.
Wait.
I'm
What are you
not
doing?
buying
What are you doing?
it.
What are you
I'm
doing?
not buying it.
So how are you
No,
going to facilitate the moment?
You have to do that thing.
Wait,
How are you
wait,
fooling them, Mulomo?
Yeah, vula them loma. How?
So, but when you go,
Yeah.
I'm sexy. We'll start there and then we'll work.
She can't show that on the gram, dog.
Hey, we
Remember,
see
she's
my
never
man.
supposed to. Even when you're like Jolly, there'll be a hidden
Hey, we
face
see you,
there.
my man, in the club. That don't matter, dog.
And
What
I
matters is how much you are bringing to the table. And if you're not bringing that verb, you're coming at the Hunter's gold. Say 6. Nah, you're not gonna get
Okay,
anything.
can I say something which I found, and I'm gonna say this not to upset anybody, but I felt like I feel like, not even felt past tense, I feel like girls are very short-sighted when it comes to Betcha, right? Because we could all come here or go out tonight and everybody has an investment portfolio and driving a Picanto, for example. Meanwhile, rack-wise, she's guaranteed never to starve. Meanwhile, Spamandla comes through with a bucket of 6 verbs. We know where the girl's gonna go. Propensity-wise or probability-wise in Joburg, where's she going?
She's going
she's
to Spa, dog.
It's part, dog.
Why? Because of short-term thinking.
And the name will change from Spamandla to Spa.
To Spa.
But does she owe a long-term mindset in the club?
No, she doesn't know anybody because club we're living for.
Yeah, it also goes back to where you met that person. You know what I mean? Like you're not expecting majority of the time. You're not expecting to go meet the love of your life when you go to Taboo or Black Door or whatever it is.
The love of tonight.
Yeah, it's the love of tonight that you're trying to get towards. And the love of tonight just needs an ROI from you. You know what I mean? You're both investing in this thing that may land up in something that happens tonight.
Slippery trade territory. Can we? Don't muzzle yourself too much. What is ROI from Betcha for the love of tonight?
If the girl's drinking
It's buttocks, right?
Yeah,
100%. But if the girl's drinking verb, you guys are meeting each other halfway if you're buying her a verb. You might have to take it to the next level and release an ace. Just to show that you are serious.
Hey,
Some girls might not wanna, they wanna get out of neutral.
Yeah, but the fact is, right?
So, of starting points, verb is 0.
No,
Someone needs to top
You
it.
haven't started the car at that
You haven't
stage.
started.
And we're giving them a lot of ad space.
Do you know-
Champagne.
Do you know in Excel?
XCC.
You know in Excel we have those filters. It's the same thing, dog. The requirements are verb. So now there's 100 guys that arrive. One guy's offering beers, other one's offering ciders, other one's offering wine. If
They filter you
they
out.
filter you out.
Yeah.
Key,
You're out of the game.
Now she's left.
Ascending,
she's
descending order.
Yeah,
Yes.
Now she's left with 10. Then she's like, okay, cool. These guys are arriving now. Is their verb being purchased? Yes, it is. All right, cool. Now you're part of the chat. Now you can have a chat one-on-one. Now you've got unfiltered chats. You can enter. If she feels you,
Now
you're
you
in.
can discuss Bosexy Bahao.
Now you can present your case. If you don't have that, you are not going to be filtered in.
Yeah, you're not
Inside.
gonna get
You won't
inside.
get
But
inside.
going
And
back
you're still on neutral.
and going back to that thing that Hype spoke about a bit earlier on about shooting for the stars, that we see the girls. As gents, we see. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna have a king. You can carve the hair, you can carve the bag that she's holding, but you still wanna go hair shop. And go force
But guys,
yourself
it's-
in. Good, you know what?
lips,
I think I can.
Lips,
I
it's
can.
in us. It's in us.
That's the nature.
Construction workers always holler at girls who are way beyond.
100%.
Yeah, so we shouldn't be shocked when we need to be releasing rags for us to badger to those girls because we know the type of girl that is looking to be badgered at.
No,
Guys want to catch
From
a
the
falling
jump.
star. They want
Yeah,
to catch a falling
and there
star.
are falling stars because you go to the club and there's one girl who's with her girls who want to be betched like on the verb tip, but there's that girl who just got dragged out of her house tonight and isn't looking for verb. She just wants a very nice
That's a
guy.
falling star. Great. That's
Or
a great
maybe she
catcher.
already has a very nice guy who doesn't like badging in the crib. You know what I mean? She has us
On
in
any
the
given
crib.
Sunday, any man can win in any situation.
Yeah, true.
Therefore, you can get through without taking out the verb, or you must take out
You can
the
just
verb.
release
guys are
a
just-
Rothschild and a Hubley like one of our friends likes doing.
We're just always trying to beat offside traps. I think right tired as gents,
Yeah, we do.
man.
Yeah,
we do tire ourselves.
But we also inflate the market, right? Because the guy who worth 200k inflates the market.
Yes.
That's what Man City does to football, right?
Yeah.
Because why is he doing that? Now, expectation, because obviously that girl's like, yo, he wallet just account EFT, 200k. To 5 of her friends, dog, your 1k is nothing now,
Yeah.
which is a
100%.
problem.
But also something that I need to chat to is sustainability. Those 200Ks, how many of those can come out?
Girls don't care.
They don't care, bro.
Girls don't care.
It's
Not
a
their
filter,
problem,
like
it's
you
your
just
problem.
said. It's a filter, dog. She can filter you in and gauge whether you are able to sustain the 200k. And if you can't, you just get chucked out for the person that actually can.
Let me ask the question
And we must
differently,
wrap it
right?
up.
So
Yeah,
so let's say I go to the club, right? The guy next to me has got 200,000 in his back pocket. Right?
Yeah.
I arrive with 2,000,
Yeah.
right? Who is winning at that?
Go home, dog.
Just go
Are
home.
you saying I must
Go
go home?
home.
Yeah, you wanna
I
buy.
say, wait,
Rest.
I must rest.
Temple says don't go home.
You're a fighter, man.
I must fight, dog.
Like Shasha, you guys here, my man. You must go to
Go
the
home,
crib
dog.
and
Come
watch
on.
Netflix and go and
Yeah.
nap. Rest, before it. Rest, rest. Yeah, you
But
must
guys,
rest.
if you rest, you rest.
You rust. You can't. You have to at least show another value add that guy doesn't have.
But how are you gonna
How
get
do
to
you
show
choose-
that?
Choose your arena then.
Can we agree? Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
in that
Yes.
particular arena, your value add is very tangible. It has to be tangible.
Yes.
Get the sparks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in what arena is your value add very intangible?
I don't know. This is a
Go to a
topic.
picnic. Picnics work there. Go to the,
Yeah.
the park.
What's a Zulu?
Hot air balloon.
Hot air
Hot
balloon. Hot air
air
balloon.
balloon. no.
Yeah,
Why
they were,
did
I
you-
caught an L. I caught an L on that hot air balloon tab.
Yeah, because clearly.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah, man, and that's how we wrap it up. We're just talking about Betcha. You can just let us know of what you think about this conversation. At what point do you think is it sustainable for you to start becharing on someone? Is the first time that you see them, or way long after you guys have started kicking it
But
in a relationship?
also,
Yeah.
for ladies, how mandatory is it for guys to betcha you, and what kind of betchering is required?
Yeah, those are the questions that we're asking right now. So a comment on the comment section below. It's been great being back, and thank you so much for joining the TMS podcast. Maybe this one we just call it the Money Show.
Bye.